Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and thanks for joining me on this kind of rainy and kind of chilly Sunday afternoon. Today we have something new for the channel from a watch company that really makes watches for women. So ladies, this review is for you. This is the first time I've done a review of a women's watch brand or really anything just for the ladies out there. So I thought I'd give this a chance. And it's not bad. It's definitely got a couple, got a couple issues. But it's not bad. Anyway, this is the Abingdon Marina in the Belize black colorway, and I think this is going to be fun. Let's check it out. Alright guys, we'll get into this, but first check out my Amazon shopping channel if you like any of the other watches I've reviewed on this channel. As y'all know, I get a very small commission, yada yada yada. So if you like anything you see, check out my Amazon store, and I definitely appreciate it if you make a purchase there. So this is Abingdon's, I guess their outer watch packaging. They've changed their logo, and I'll show you a little bit more about that later. But anyway, here is the box. And this is kind of typical these days where you have this outer watch box that has this one flap that opens up. Tons of watch manufacturers do that. Nothing else in this box. Right there. All right, here is the inner box. And you do get a little pamphlet. Basically, this is for your registration. This has also got your manual. You just scan those codes and you can either register the watch and or check out the manual for the watch. You also get a sticker in here. Ladies, it's time to gear up. This is an actual sticker. So basically this is a watch company for active women, pilots, divers, stuff like that. And there are a couple more of these stickers over here, because in this pouch, you get an extra rubber strap with more stickers. Nice little pouch, by the way. All right. Ladies, it's time to shoot. Let's see what else we got here. Again, like I said, we got a couple more. Ladies, it's time to launch. Ladies, it's time to travel. There you go. And all these are just stickers, man. So if you ladies like stickers, there you go. All right, and here is the rubber strap. It does have quick release on there, as you can see. Nice little strap. It basically mimics the bracelet style. Two-piece strap. There you go. You got double keepers. Abingdon logo right there on the buckle. Big wide tang right there. All right. So there you go. All right. Let me put all this stuff up, and then we will talk more about this watch. And again, I've never done a watch review just for the ladies. So I figured, you know what? I mean, I do have like a 4 or 5% female viewership. So, I mean, there are some ladies out there. And, guys, if you're looking for a watch for your girlfriend, wife, whatever, you might want to consider this. Again, it does have some flaws. But overall, I think it's pretty decent. I do think it's a little tiny bit expensive for what you're getting. But overall, I kind of like it. I mean, I can't give it like a rave review. Because it does have some issues, and some of these are just my opinion. Some of these are actual manufacturer's defects that I will show you. And, again, but, most of them, I guess, are maybe opinion-based. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and take this thing out. Again, here is the box. You got the new logo right there. And as you can see, it's different from the logo that's currently on the watch, where Abingdon is spelled out in like a cursive. All right, so let me tell you all the 7 specs you need to know, and then we'll talk more about this watch. All right, here we go. So you're looking at a 40mm titanium case. It is 15 millimeters thick. It's 49 millimeters lug to lug. Comes on a 20mm titanium bracelet with a dive extension. It is water resistant to 200 meters, which is 660 feet. It gets the venerable Miyota 8215 movement with a 40-hour power reserve. And you do get a sapphire crystal with AR coating. If you want to know the rest of the specs, make sure you check down there in the description field. It does have 2 crowns. It does use Super-LumiNova No. It weighs 140 grams, which it seems a little bit heavy for me. because it's a pure titanium watch. The caseback is not titanium. The caseback is stainless steel. So maybe that's why I added a little bit of weight to it. But anyway, it's windable. It is not hackable, which is a little interesting. I guess because that movement, before Miyota changed over to those 82 series movements being hackable, I guess this is one of those that is just not hackable. So let me take a look at my notes here, tell you the rest about the watch. Again, I like the overall look of it. I think it's pretty neat looking. I like that rotatable inner bezel. Only thing is this does not lock. It doesn't screw down. So if you bump it a little bit too hard, the inner chapter ring is going to move a little bit. That's one thing. You do get a lot of info on the dial. The overall build quality feels pretty good. The only thing is, man, it's very, very shiny. I mean, it's super polished everywhere. Everywhere you look, every corner, every curve is polished. You got a chrome bezel around each index, around the hands, the logo, the applied logo, all blinged out and polished. You can barely see that second hand in normal light. You can see it now because the studio light is shining right on it. But as you can see right there, it just disappeared. And if I angle it back, there it goes. It pops back into view. But you can barely see the second hand. The date window is not bad. It is a little bit small, but it's okay. The crowns are both signed. Again, the top crown for your inner bezel does not screw down. The bottom one over here at 4 o'clock, it does screw down, but it is a little bit small. It's smaller than the top one, and it's a little bit hard to unscrew. And again, when you pop it out to the second position, the second hand does not hack. If you apply a little back pressure, you can stop that second hand, but I do wish that it hacked, especially, for a watch in this price range. I mean, guys, this watch is not cheap. So, I do wish they had gotten the new hackable movement inside of here. The bezel is extremely hard to turn. It's super slippery. It's got a very low profile. And it's very hard to grab. I hate to say that, man, but it's really, really hard to grab. And it does have some back play in it. In fact, I'll try to... see? And I've got to turn it on its side like this, because if I try to do it this way, there's just no way. I mean, good grief, look at that, man. There's just no way, because it's so smooth. The transition from bezel to case is, very minimal. So I have to turn it on its side, or I've got a little overhang right there where I can actually grip it. So now I can, and it's still slippery. There we go. And you see it does have some back play. So anyway, that's, just one of those things. It does have a couple of manufacturer defects, and I'll put these pictures up here on the left-hand side of the screen. You do have a scratch on the 12 o'clock index, as you can see right there. And again, I wouldn't expect these manufacturer defects on a watch in this price range. Guys, this watch is like $700. So anyway, so there's a scratch. And then on the 7 o'clock index, there's some sort of piece of thread or something right on the index. Now, of course, you have to look at this stuff under a loupe. I mean, the naked eye is not going to pick this up, but you know me, I like to really check out my dials and make sure everything's okay. So I saw this under actually I saw it with my magnifying glass. So anyway, so there's that piece of thread on the 7 o'clock index. So the folks over at Abingdon might want to, double check these watches for quality control issues. And again, it's kind of expensive, but it does have a titanium case. It does have a sapphire crystal. And overall, I think it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Anyway, here's the rest of the watch. Again, just super polished everywhere you go. Here is the bracelet. There again is the old logo. In fact, let me show you a picture of a newer watch with the new logo. And all the new Marinas look like this. But the thing is, they're not making it in this black color right here. They're only making it in that red, this yellow right here, green, blue, and purple. And they're not making it again in this black. And I don't know if they're even making it in the white. But they said they're not going to make it in this black, which again kind of doesn't make sense to me. I don't know, black and white being, visually the most easily distinguishable, and the two colors that really contrast the most. I'm surprised they're not making this one in the new brushed titanium with the new logo. Anyway, I'm not quite sure why they're not doing that, but anyway, it's just one of those things. Anyway, so here's the rest of the bracelet again. There's the old logo with the diver with the bubbles. Pop it open. It is a friction closure. It doesn't have any push buttons, which I prefer the push buttons. Friction closure, open it up. Stamped metal, no milled scissor clasp. Again, I would kind of expect a milled scissor clasp. Here is the case back. As you can see, there's the logo. There's a little stripe, still got the sticker on it. There you go. The dive extension is over here. I believe you pop this out. There you go. There's your dive extension right there. Gives you about like another inch or so. And you just take this, fold it back, and then just snap it down. There you go. So, I mean, it's, guys, again, I like the overall look, but there are a lot of things here that the more I'm reviewing it, the more I'm really taking a look at it. I'm like, they missed the mark or that, or there's an opportunity there, or man, I wish they had done this, or the manufacturer defects really kind of bugged me. But maybe they've improved on the newer models. I mean, who knows? But again, this is not an inexpensive watch. It's originally $839, and this particular model, I guess, because they have some of the old stock of the old ones with the spelled out cursive logo. I guess they're trying to get rid of these, so they marked these down. What about $90, $100, something like that? Is that right? No, about $120 some dollars. So anyway, ladies, if you like this, give them a shot. Maybe you'll get one of those, that doesn't have these manufacturer defects. You'll get the one with the new logo. You'll get the one with the sandblasted titanium case and bracelet, which I much, much, much rather prefer. In fact, they initially sent me one of the green ones, but I was like, I wanted the black one to begin with, but they sent me a green one, so I sent that one back. Then they sent me this older model black one. Man, I wish they would make, the newer model in the black dial, in this Belize black, with the sandblasted case and bracelet. I'm not quite sure why they're not doing that. Anyway, let me go ahead and try this thing on. All right. Again, this is a woman's watch, but I mean, guys, you could definitely rock this if you want. I could tighten it up a little bit, but it feels pretty good. Again, being 140 grams, I'm surprised it's this heavy. I guess maybe, again, because of that stainless steel case back, that's what made it a little bit heavier. But it feels good. Not pulling any hairs or anything like that. It feels nice. All right, let's check out this Lume. They say Super-LumiNova, but they don't say what compound, what mixture, what formula they're using. All right. Go ahead and kill the studio light. Let's get these monitors. Let's check out this Lume. Honestly, I'm not expecting much. Maybe I'll be surprised. Let's see here. It looks like only the indexes and the hour and minute hand are loomed. Oh, look at that. The dial is too. That's interesting. Okay. All right. They might have won some points back with that. It is fading kind of fast. To the naked eye, it's totally dead, but cameras can pick up light better. If you were to take your camera and video like your remote control, you can see the infrared on your remote control. Obviously, you can't with your naked eye. Anyway, camera can pick up light and stuff that our naked eye can't. So it's picking up just the faintest. It's picking up the tiniest, faintest glow, but to the naked eye, the watch is totally dead. So, okay, the Lume is kind of a, gosh, man, I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed. Oh, well. All right, let me go ahead and cut everything back on. I'd love to know y'all's thoughts, especially you ladies out there. Tell me what you think of this watch in particular. Tell me what you think of dive watches in general. What brands do ladies like? What brands would you ladies like to see me review besides Abingdon? And I think Abingdon, they do aviation watches, dive watches, equestrian watches, motoring, tactical. Let me see what their tactical watches are. So their tactical watches are basically, their tactical watches are almost the exact same thing as this. They're just calling them tactical. Travel watches. They got some, got a couple, looks like a chronograph here and some other stuff. And they got a lot of aviation. I think the owner of Abingdon is a pilot, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so they got some pilot watches and some other stuff. So, you know, check them out. I mean, it's worth a shot. And their customer service is fantastic. So if you do have an issue, I know they'll take care of you. So guys, you know, give them a shot. This is over at Abingdon for $713. I'll make sure to put a link down there in the description field for you. And I'd really love to know your thoughts on this watch, man. Anyway, guys, again, this has been the Abingdon Marina in Belize black. And again, I'd really love to know your thoughts, especially you ladies out there, the 5 or 10 of you that watch my reviews. I'd love to know your thoughts as well. Anyway, guys, that's been about it for this one. I'll see you on the next review. Take care. Bye-bye.